Oh, yeah. I am awake and alive.
I'm so great I gotta say it twice and cut it out once. My head's a syrup bottle that's getting tipped over every Wednesday. You're a storyteller in a storytelling podcast, and the only story you're telling now is a story about stories you don't want to tell. What the fuck? Hey, what's happening? Mike Schmidt, 40-Year-Old Boy Podcast. Brother, can you spare a dime? Lily dared me to do that. She's like, hey, I'll give you $5 if you do that. So I'm fully expecting a flat piece of paper with Abraham Lincoln's picture on it before I split today. Preferably green with a 5 in each corner. Because Lily is telling me all about these amazing things that are taking place in Los Angeles, and I'm tearing them apart. Every time she says them, I just go, yeah, it's never happening. You know it's never going to happen, right? You know it's going to fail. And, hey, all right, I'll throw this out to you folks. Can I talk about this or no?
Not about who, but yeah.
All right, yeah, all right. So Lily tells me that there may be, she's heard scuttlebutt, she's heard rumor, she's heard back and forth whispers in the Magic Castle upstairs where she goes and visits everybody who does magic, everybody who has their fucking wands out and their stupid tuxedos on, and they're all, pulling quarters out of your fucking ear. Who cares? Literally, when you walk in, by the way, I want a regular $5 out of a wallet. Do not cut open an orange and hand it to me. I am not interested. I do not like a citrusy 5. I do not want a citrusy 5 with Abraham Lincoln making a squinty face. I don't want that. I want a regular a regular $5 bill. I didn't even pronounce the U. There's no U in regular right now. I want a regular. All right. Hi, folks. So Lily's telling me this story. She's like talking about Los Angeles and, because Lily wants to buy a bar. And we have no money, either of us. We're sitting here in a ridiculous, the stripper's kitchen in the oldest building in fucking Los Angeles, contemplating what our futures are going to be like. And I'm going to be famous, of course. We all know that. I don't even want to be famous. I just want to be rich. I don't give a shit about famous. Seriously. If I could just do this and have people give me money for it, and I don't even want to be rich. If I could just get all of my debt paid off and then make it nice and be okay and be able to go swimming and go to Hawaii once in a while, I'd be all over that. I don't need to be fucking rich. I don't need to be fucking Scrooge McDuck or fucking Dom DeLuise in History of the World Part 1 or any other famous rich caricature that I can think of right now in the moment. I don't need to be Richie Rich. Because you know what? Actually, bullshit. Fuck that. If I make money, if I get rich, I'm gonna dress like Richie Rich all the time in that little shorts outfit. God, how great would that be? Like fucking little Lord Fauntleroy, crazy little boy rich suit. I'm in. Damn it. I'm gonna carry like a big sucker, a big lolly, and a fucking Lord Fauntleroy hat and a fucking string tie. God damn it, I'm in. Make me rich, motherfuckers, just to see me in that outfit. I'm gonna kickstart that outfit. I'm gonna put up a Kickstarter just to buy that giant fat outfit. I want to dress like an infant rich guy. A giant-sized Richie Rich clothes. Oh my God, how great would that be? Only if you're rich. You can't do that if you're not rich. If you're not rich, then you're just playing the role, and fuck that. Nobody wants to cosplay as Richie Rich. All right? You need to be rich. You need to be rich to be Richie Rich. If you want to be Richie Rich, then you have to be rich. Nobody wants to be poor and pretend to be Richie Rich, because Richie Rich is a dick. We know that, right? He drives around like that solid gold little baby car, and he has that fucking dude making him like fucking money waffles. I don't want money waffles. Well, actually, fuck that. If I'm rich, I'll have money waffles. Boy, yeah, that's the thing. Richie Rich is a dick because he's rich. He can do all that shit. I would do all that shit too. This is my promise to you folks. Because Powerball's what, 300 million? We got to get out of here so we can buy tickets today. If I win the Powerball, I buy Lily her thing that she wants, which is fine. But also, I will dress like Richie Rich at all times, and I will eat ludicrous rich food. Like I will eat money waffles, and I will eat like gold leaf bananas. I'll eat all sorts of fucking crazy people. I'll eat, you know what? I'll just melt down like doubloons, like pirate doubloons into a special fork that I will carry in my hand at all times. And I will also do this. This is my promise to you. If I get rich, if I'm rich, I'm in my Richie Rich suit. I will walk into restaurants and just walk from table to table and sample people's food. I won't order for myself. Nobody will know what to fucking make of me. Just a giant infant walking around in a Richie Rich suit, eating their food. God damn it, I love this idea. Make me rich. Make me rich so I can go to restaurants and eat everybody else's food with my own golden fork out of pirate doubloons. Why can't this happen? Jesus Christ, get off your asses and make me rich. Wouldn't you want to see that? Wouldn't you want to see me, 6'2", 300 pounds in a Richie Rich outfit, walking into random restaurants with a fucking fork I made out of melted pirate doubloons and eating food that's not mine? Yes, you want that. I want that. We all want that. Make me rich, motherfuckers. Kickstart it. Kickstart a Richie Rich fucking giant fat guy gold doubloon fork starter campaign. Ha ha ha! Free fucking bites of food for me all over the universe. And every city. Not even just Los Angeles. I'd get on a plane. I'd fly to fucking Rio. In Brazil. Hold on, not Brazil. Can't go to Brazil and do this. I'll get fucking murdered. But anywhere else but Brazil, I'm in. I'll go to Germany. I'll fit right in. Later hosen fucking bullshit. I'll walk off the plane. They'll be like, look, it's about time you got here. And I will eat streusel all fucking week. That's not mine. And I will carry my fork everywhere because I will charter planes. I won't have to be TSA patting me down. Fuck that. I'll have my own chartered plane. I'll just walk out of the runway with a pirate doubloon fork. Richie Rich outfit. I'll have closets all over the world filled with Richie Rich outfits just so because I will never wear the same one twice. I will wear a Richie Rich outfit. I will fly to Germany. I'll walk around and eat streusel. I'll go back to my room, burn it, throw it right away. I'll have my butler burn it, and I'll just put on a new one out of the closet. I will have closets hidden all over this world of ours filled with Richie Rich outfits. But only one pirate doubloon fork. Make me rich, motherfuckers. This has to happen. All right. I got excited there because, I mean, all of a sudden it was like, why would I'm like, oh, that's stupid. Bullshit, that's stupid. Embrace it. That's what I would do. If you're rich, you got to do the dumbest shit in the world. That's the move. Mitt Romney wants to be president. Why do you want to be president? You have like billions of dollars. Buy an island and populate it with like topless ladies. That's all you got to do. And fuck your wife. Who cares if she gets pissed? Just go, well, do you want some of this money? If you don't, I'll divorce you and you can go away. Or I can fucking disappear you very quickly. She could. You tell me Mitt Romney couldn't disappear his wife if he wanted to? Or you know what? I'm sure he could hire some mafia men to just rig up a bomb to that horse. You ever see like an old mob movie when they start the car and it explodes? You just put a bomb on the undercarriage of that horse, and she goes to leap over a fucking gate, and the whole thing explodes. Holy shit! Must have been a malfunction in that horse's engine. It blew. It fucking blew. Sky high. Where's Mitt? He's on his island with his topless girls. Well, he's not a suspect. Of course he's not.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
You know, I vote for Romney if he wears the Richie Rich outfit and carries the doubloon fork. I vote for him at that point. Because it shows me he enjoys being rich. That's the thing that drives me crazy about him. When he's fucking Mitt Romney, look, all right, whatever, politics, who cares? You don't care. Although I will say I care. Everybody cares, right? That's the thing. Maureen Boyle, our friend Maureen Boyle, put that on my on the Westside 86 Jokers page, and I was so happy. Like, I didn't write to her, but I was like, when I read it, I was like, this is the greatest thing of all time. Go to the Westside 86 Jokers page on Facebook. By the way, Facebook timelined me yesterday. Fuck. No. No, it's not.
It's great.
No, it's great for you. What was I talking about?
Mitt Romney as Richie Rich.
Mitt Romney, you know what? Just embrace being rich. You're rich. You're super rich. The problem with trying to be president is now you have to convince a bunch of poor people that you know what they're caring about. You don't give a fuck about them if you're rich, right? You shouldn't. If I was rich, I wouldn't give a fuck about poor people. And that's the thing that drives me crazy is when everybody's like, oh my God, Mitt Romney, he's such a stooge. He's so rich and he doesn't care about the poor. No, he doesn't because he's rich. He doesn't give a fuck about you people. Why should he? Why should he care? He's got billions and billions. He doesn't want to come in contact with you. That's why it's so creepy and awkward when he tries to win votes and he has to actually go talk to real people. And they're like, hey, how's it going, Mitt? And they put their hand out and he has that fucking blink in his head for just a second because he doesn't know how to shake hands with poor people. He has no idea. He has no idea how rich people shake hands because he's been hanging out with rich people in the Illuminati. I'm sure they got some weird fucking thing where their eyelashes link and they do a retinal scan in each other's head. I mean, rich people have a different way of greeting themselves. And I'm looking forward to it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. When I get my Richie Rich suit and my fucking pirate doubloon fork and I get to go to the secret meeting with the Masons. Be just me and all the guys who run the press and everything else. Just like, yes, we one of us. They'll like swear me in. All right. I don't know why they would do that. Why would the rich people use the same thing that the freaks used? I have no clue. Doesn't make any sense. But that's what rich people do. Because, rich people like imagination. They don't need imagination. They're fucking rich. They pay people to have imagination. Every rich person has an imagination counselor on deck 24 hours a day. They'll walk in a room, they look around, they're like, what is that? What should I do in here? And they, boom, they snap their fingers. The imagination counselor comes in and goes, you should sit down and relax. Done.
That's what the imagination counselor.
Sometimes. Sometimes he decorates an entire house. Sometimes he tells you what to do in that house. Look, if you're on call as an imagination counselor and they snap their fingers, you just come in the room and they say, what do I do? You tell them something.
It's true.
I would. But my goal is not to be an imagination counselor on payroll, folks. My goal is to have an imagination counselor on payroll. I don't want to think. I don't want to fucking come up with shit anymore. I want to walk around in short pants with a fork, eating other people's food all over the world. Yes. Except Brazil. But Mitt Romney, it kills me when he has to go talk to people and he makes that awkward face because he has no idea how to deal with real people at all. And even worse, there's people who want to support him to be president. Like, oh yeah, that's the guy I want. You bullshit motherfuckers. Everybody, any one of you who for years told me that George Bush was the kind of guy you wanted to have a beer with, and so that's why you were able to vote for him. You're like, yeah, he seems like he's a guy like me. I'm able to support that. And I was like, I don't want a guy like me. I'm a dumb fuck. I don't want me in office. But see, I don't want just the opposite of me as in rich. I want the opposite of me as in smart and cares. That's what I want. Because now all you guys who are like, oh yeah, I liked Bush. He seemed like the kind of guy I could have a beer with. And now you're like supporting Romney. Do you really think you can have a beer with Romney? Really? Really? You sit down, you pour him like a fucking Allagash White, and he fucking opens up like a chest hole and pours it in there. He's rich. They're different from you and I. Not I for long. Once I win the Powerball, forget it. Fuck you people. This show's going to be completely different. It'll just be me clanking a fork on the microphone and chewing strange food. Bing, bing, bing. Everything I hold dear is gone once I become rich. I flip the fucking script on all of you people. I'll eat on the air. That's all I'll do. I won't even talk. It'll just be like, I just me. And you have to guess what I'm chewing. Holy shit, that's a new show. That's for the Mike Schmidt Podcasting Network. Well, we had the drinking show where the two guys had to guess. That was the beverage podcast. But then what if there was a show where I just chewed and you had to guess what it was? Oh my God, I'm creating. Write it down. I'll go ahead and form my own. Look, I have to get my own podcast network up and running soon because I am being priced out of the fucking market, folks. I don't know if you've noticed. Between Earwolf and fucking Kevin Smith and Adam Carolla, and now what's this new one we fucking saw today? We were looking at the LA Podfest, and Lily, she looks and she's like, who are the Moving Man men? I go, that's Al Madrigal. He's fucking hysterical. And then she clicks on it and she goes to their website and she's like, they're in the All Comedy Network. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. And she goes, yeah, they're about to put in Eddie Pepitone's podcast and Bill Burr. I'm like, wait a minute, another podcast mafia has sprung up out of the ashes? When the coming podcast wars happen, folks. And they will. As shows are just colliding into one another and someone gets a trident in the chest and Bill Burr is dead and the fucking Earwolf guys are trying to make it happen, but the Sklars wind up dead in a bomb. Once all the horses explode for all of the podcasters throughout the world, you're going to be happy you kept it indie with Mike Schmidt. That's right. You don't want to get roped into some bullshit podcasting League of America. Fuck that. Keep it indie with Mike Schmidt. And I'm indie as an individual, as in fucking alone. I am not linked up with a bunch of other indie podcasts under the, hey, we're all indie. Fuck that. I'm me. I'm fucking Clint Eastwood with a goddamn poncho and a cigar in my mouth. Alone. Man with no fucking name. I don't need partners. I don't need anybody. I'm Nick Nolte in 48 Hours. We ain't partners, we ain't comrades, and we ain't friends. All right, I just think it's comrades. Nick Nolte wouldn't say comrades. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull 48 Hours dialogue right out of my head. It's from 82, folks. Back off. I'm mentally sizing myself for short pants. I can't fucking concentrate on movie trivia. Oh, son of a bitch. But when people they expect Mitt Romney, then they're like supporting him. Like, yeah, I can go with that guy. Why can you go with that guy? Have you always wished to be governed by robots? Is that what it is? Have you always longed for the cold embrace of a fucking cyborg to hold you close and destroy your income possibilities and steal all of your money, siphoning off your Medicare for the future? They are setting you up for the dystopian future. Now, especially with Paul Ryan, this guy, that's the thing, is like, everybody's like, well, he's going to whack Medicare. And everybody's like, no, he's not. ... Yet. That's the thing, yet. Because old people now, if you're old now, you're fine. But it's in like 2015 and 2020 is when they start fucking culling the herd and start making old people die. Now, look, as we all know, I don't care about old people that much. I think old people should get away with whatever the fuck they want. They should get free quarters and free soup. Like I said, that's my plan for old people. Free quarters and free soup. That's, I think, a lot better than killing them en masse, right? En masse, en masse? I don't know how you pronounce it. Jesus Christ. He picked Paul Ryan this weekend. And again, how proud is he of that when he picks it at like 1 a.m. on a Friday? And then he's like, hey, let's get together on Saturday and tell people about it on a boat. What? Nobody cares. But then people are like, what a solid choice. You ruined everything. You've ruined everything. The only thing you had going for you was this elitist I love the rich thing. And now you bring in Paul Ryan and he just confirms it. He goes ahead and mails it in. He put the stamp on the envelope and you dropped it right into the fucking blue box. Bullshit. Rich people don't use the fucking postal service. They call in their mail counselor and they send him out there on a fucking horse and he runs around. Because it's like, we eliminated the Pony Express because it wasn't efficient. No, bullshit. We eliminated the Pony Express because only the rich can deliver their letters via the horse. And they have super horses. They've bred super horses to deliver their mail just as quickly as the United States Postal Service. I don't know if you know that, folks. The rich use a complicated system of horses that have been supercharged and bred just to deliver mail as quickly as the United States Postal Service. We'll all be privy to this once our windfall comes. Although I don't know if I can ride a super horse when I've got fucking short pants on. Oh, that seems like a lot of chafing involved. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. The rich don't chafe. The rich, once you become rich, you get a transfusion and your blood is swapped out for lotion to keep you moist at all times. You notice there's no rich people who are ashy. There's no ashy rich people. By the way, if I'm Richie Rich, I'm marrying a stripper named Ashy Rich. Oh, the idol Ashy Rich. All right. Actually, her name will just be Ashy, but then she become Ashy Rich once she marries me. I already have a wife, by the way. I don't know how that works. Again, I'm rich. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Who cares? I'll buy Utah, and I'll fucking marry a bunch of strippers, and we'll all live there. And then Karen can be my imagination counselor. That's all she wants to be. She doesn't want to be my wife. She wants to become my imagination counselor. And I'll buy her a supercharged horse, and she can go deliver my mail while I'm banging strippers all over Utah, which I just purchased. God damn, I cannot wait to remove thongs with a gold doubloon fork. I'm not even going to use my hands anymore. I may have my hands removed and just have one gold pirate doubloon fork put on for my right hand. God damn it, I love this idea. Make me rich. Don't you want these things to come to fruition? Imagine the adventures I would have to tell you about. As I sat here and banged on the microphone with a fork and chewed. And you would have to interpret it. You know what? If I'm rich, I hire all of my listeners interpretation counselors. And they would fucking go ahead and tell you what I was saying with a banging fork and a chewing mouth. Make me rich. Running for president when you're rich. God damn it. I don't understand it. Who wants to fix anything? Who wants to change anything? You're rich. You can do whatever the fuck you wanted. So you want to be yelled at for 4 years by John Boehner? Get the fuck out of here. I don't get it. I never understand, like, rich people are like, because, Bill Gates, look, you want to be philanthropists or whatever the fuck, and you want to go ahead and give money to people to do things, that's fine, as long as you retain your riches for yourself when the uprising happens. I mean, I'm not saying don't help anybody. What I'm saying is don't take a job. You're rich, man. Don't get a fucking job. Mitt Romney wants a job. He's literally on a job interview right now for the next 6 months, and it's a job interview where they just beat the shit out of you. And my favorite part is he refuses to participate in it. Hey, let us see your tax returns. Nope. Which, again, works great if you're rich, because if you're rich, you don't have to do fucking shit. But if you're trying to get the poor people to support you, you need to, unfortunately, do some of the things that you expect the poor people to do. He fucking grabbed Paul Ryan to be his vice president, and Paul Ryan had to show him his tax returns. And again, if you're rich, you're above it. You're above you can do whatever you want. I'm serious. If you're rich, you do whatever you want because you have all the money. You get to do whatever and if someone says do something, you go no. Unless you're trying to get a job that, unfortunately, people have to vote for you to do. Then you've got to fucking play the game a little bit, don't you? Apparently not. Mitt Romney's he's going to get... And it's so funny. I have people who are like worried. I have friends who love Obama and they're Democrats and whatever. And they're like, oh my God, it's going to be close. I don't trust this country. I have news for you. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to go on record. I did this once before podcasts. And I cannot tell you how annoyed people were when I would call them at home. That's what I did. In 2004, I just called everybody and said shit. But I'm completely serious. I tell you this. Mitt Romney has no chance. He has no chance. None. And it's not even like, well, there could be a surprise or something could happen. I'm telling you, I think even if there's a terrorist attack, I think Obama still wins. Because I don't think people are stupid enough to vote for a guy who obviously hates them and holds them in contempt. I really don't. And here's the thing. What makes me laugh is they have such hate and contempt for Obama. That's why they would support a rich robot who has he doesn't care about them at all. It just seems weird. That's how crazy their hate is for Obama. They're willing to vote for Robert Patrick from the Terminator. It's like, why? Romney, he only became self-aware to run for president 8 years ago.
Oh, fuck.
And yet you support that. You know what, to be fair, rent Children of Men. Watch Children of Men. Watch 28 Days Later. Watch any movie where there's, you know what, fucking look at pictures from the Mars rover. All of those are predictions of the future if Mitt Romney becomes president. It is. It's just going to be poor people working on a dirt farm and selling apples. That's it. And not even apples. They're actually going to spray paint dirt balls red and call them apples. And people will eat them and go, this is a delicious apple, because they don't want to convince themselves that they've ruined their lives by voting for the rich idiot who hated them. The guy, he's a robber baron who's going to strip mine this entire fucking country. And people are like, yes, that's great. Come on, anytime a guy comes out and he's like, I cannot wait to reverse the policies of this horrible president. Well, what are you going to do? Oh, just you watch. Literally, that's like his whole plan. Oh, put me in and you're not going to believe it. Such amazing changes. Okay, well, what's it going to be? Have I mentioned Obama's a jerk? I mean, it's like literally that's what he's running on. And the very fact that he's even close speaks to a ton of you motherfuckers that you're out there just like, yeah, you know, Obama's a jerk. Hey, look, I'm not, and believe me, I'm not, yay, Obama. I mean, I don't give a fuck, all right? I burn it all down as far as I'm concerned. I told you, everybody's like, think globally, act locally. I told you, I think no further than 2 feet in either direction. Because I got 60 grand in credit card debt, and it is not going anywhere until I fucking pay it. And President Obama doesn't give a shit about that. Believe me, I'm just like you. Whenever I hear the economy is a little screwed up and then I see President Obama's talking about the Olympics and the Chicago Bulls, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You at least, like I said, Romney's at least got to give the appearance that he cares about poor people. President Obama needs to at least give the appearance of concern about what's going on. Just a little bit. And he does. That's what I'm saying. Because then he'll give a speech and you're like, wow, holy shit, that guy does care. But then the next day, he's greeting some hockey team at the fucking White House and shooting the puck around the Rose Garden for like 9 hours. It's like, dude, I understand if you want to meet them and say hello. Let's not have a pickup game until dark when mom calls you in.
Oh my god.
Literally, whenever Obama has a sports team over, I expect him to go, hey, you guys want to hang out and go to the gym? I got a gym downstairs. And then they're going to play pickup hoops until his mom says spaghetti's ready. Fix the country. Quit playing hoops with the Bulls. But then again, I'd rather have that. And that's another thing. People are like, oh, man, you know, I would have a beer with Bush. And then they're like, I like Romney. Dude, all right, let's put out the beer test. Who would you rather have a beer with test? Obama or Romney? Is there even a contest? Is it even a contest? Obama greets sports teams and then he wants to hang out with them. Romney, I don't think he can, like if you gave him a baseball, he would first of all, his cyborg eye would peer through it to see what was inside of it to make sure it was not a threat of any kind. And then he would give you a speech about Haiti. Like, I mean, it's just because he's so programmed to do stupid shit. He did a thing. He showed up in Cuba yesterday. I read this and look, I wouldn't know this. And again, this is not on him, but it just goes to show you why he should never talk to poor people. He was in Florida and Little Cuba, which by the way is Florida. I don't even know if there's a, so I read that they're like, he was in Little Cuba in Florida. I'm like, no, Florida is Little Cuba. They're actually thinking of changing the fucking name to Little Cuba. So he goes there and I guess some Cuban dudes asked him to go to like a fucking juice house or something. I don't know. The stupid shit they make presidential people do. He can't just show up and talk policy. They're like, hey, you want to have some milk? You know what I mean? It's like he has to engage in the local color and the flavor of the local culture, and nobody gives a shit. Nobody. But he has to do it because if he wants those people to vote for him, he's got to go, yes, why, I've milked a cow once. Ha, 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 dumb. And then his robot hands rip the teats off the cow, and the cow screams in pain. So he, which is a metaphor for what he's going to do to this country, folks. You vote Romney into office, and he's going to get his robot hands around the teats of this country, and he's going to rip them off while we scream in pain. By the way, if there is still a cow when Obama's through with us, I don't even know. He may have given the cow away to the Muslims because he's a secret one. You're aware of that, right? He is a secret Muslim, which that's one of my favorite things of all time. I love the idea of secret Muslim. I love the idea of him wearing a suit every day of his life until he gets into the White House secret Muslim room, and then he tears off his clothes, and he's got a dashiki on, and he puts out a prayer rug. Ha ha! Secret Muslim on the case! I told you this. I think I've said it on here before. I wish he was a Muslim. Here's what I want Obama to do. Seriously, this is my hope because I love chaos. I want him to win the election, and on the night that he's elected, and he's like, "Haha, I'm the champion," and he goes to give his speech. I want him to come out dressed in like a fez and a fucking dashiki with that weird like cowtail thing they use to slap flies off themselves. And he gives his whole fucking acceptance speech in Swahili. Just do that. And say the right thing. Say, I love this country and we're moving forward, but just do it in that outfit with the Swahili. Not like I'm taking this country down from the inside, but just freak them all out with your fucking crazy costume. And speak Swahili. What if he'd spent this entire first 4 years learning Swahili just for that moment? I'm voting for him just on the off chance that's true. Just on the off chance he comes out to accept in a fucking dashiki and a fez and speaks Swahili for the entire time. Just to see the looks on the white people freaking out as they stockpile ammunition for the next 4 hours. God damn it, that'd be awesome. Oh, Jesus. What was I saying? I was saying something.
Yeah. Oh, he went down to Little Cuba.
Oh, dude. So fucking, yeah, Romney goes to Little Cuba. And then these dudes walk up to him and they're trying to get him to go to I don't know, like a Cuban Jamba Juice. I don't know, Cumba Juice, whatever the fuck. And they want him to Havana Juice. Ha ha ha. So they said to him, they said, hey, do you like, and I'm never going to get it right. All right. But it was something like, do you like, hey, come on down. We've got guba gagave and wangavega, which are like 2 Cuban vegetables or whatever the fuck. It might have been 2 Cuban midgets. I don't know what the fuck it was. But that's the point. If you're running for president, don't put yourself in a position where 2 laymen can come up and start babbling Cuban words in your face and you got to agree or disagree with what they're saying. Because they said, we've got kababa and gubababa. Do you like those? They throw that in his face. Now, here's the thing. If you're a real person, and someone says that to you, you just go, I have no idea what those are, but I'm willing to try. Let's head over there, right? It's that easy. It's that fucking easy. Because you know that they're not going to do anything to harm. There's press everywhere and all that. So it's just have a moment of ignorance. It's okay because you don't know every Cuban fruit or whatever the fuck they are coming after you with. Just have one moment where you're a real person where you just go, dude, I have no idea what those are, but they sound great. Let's go. But give me a bowl of it. You know what I mean? Just like that. Enthusiasm and fun. And that's all they want. But instead, because he's a fucking robot, and I guarantee that, look, when I tell you what he said, you're going to, whatever, who cares? This is what he said. He goes, I like mango and papaya and guava. That's what Mitt Romney said, which I guess it's not that bad a response, except for when you realize the fact that he just walked off like a campaign bus. So you know that some flack in a sweat-drenched suit grabbed him by the elbow and went, these monkeys like papaya and guava and fucking mango. Remember that. It's important. You know that. It's not like I'm sure his robot mind didn't conjure up 3 tropical fruits at once. Come on. I mean, some flack grabbed him and went, remember to mango and papaya and guava the shit out of these people. All right. That's what they understand in Little Cuba. You don't love Castro. You love papaya. Get out there and wow him, Mitt. He roboted off the fucking bus. He got over there to talk to the Cuban dudes. He shook their hands and the smile formed on his face. And they said, do you like guava da and hoo-ba-ba-ba-ba? And then he went, I like mango and papaya and guava. And everybody laughed. Because it was so obvious that he was trying to connect on a human level, even though he's not a human being. And 2, because mango is slang for pussy in Little Cuba. And apparently the flack on the bus didn't know that. So he told the presidential candidate to say, I like pussy and papaya and guava when he walked up to the Cuban dudes. And the best part is the one Cuban dude just goes, we've got plenty of mangoes over there. Like, it's just like, and everybody's laughing, haha. And then they had a dance and a high five. And then they shot an effigy of Castro and they all had fun. I don't know what they did. It's Little Cuba. I'm not there. But it just shows you why you shouldn't try to connect with other people. If you're just be rich, just fucking stride off the bus. Literally, the bus should pull off and he should get off on a horse. Like, I mean, that should be that rich. He should be that fucking rich. He should have a bus pull up and then it opens up the sides and he walks off on a horse and he's in just like a fucking Teddy Roosevelt outfit. And they're like, why are you dressed like that? And he's like, bully. That's all he says the whole time. Bully. Everybody's like, why are you doing this? Bully. And then he walks away, gets on his horse and gets on the bus and drives away. And then everybody goes, that's a guy I'd like to have a beer with. You're listening to The 40-Year-Old Boy, and coming up, everything's liquid on... where the stands for guessing.
All right, I'm going to go. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's
Here we
go.
go.
Do it. Oh, Soy sauce. Salsa. Salsa? Good. It sounded a little
Good.
chunky.
No,
I had
good.
it. Is salsa really okay.
Your turn, man.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. I got to get ready. Hold on.
Don't let me see the label. Soy milk.
No.
Bosco?
Again, no.
Cake batter.
I got it. What kind of cake?
Lemon.
Yellow, exactly, dude. Nice job.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I got one, right?
Let's do it. Cough syrup, Robitussin.
You're right.
I got it. Okay,
You're right.
You ready?
Yeah, hurry up.
Hold on.
I'm getting sleepy.
Ow.
The cake batter
Ow.
again?
Ow.
Oh, hot coffee.
Yeah, hot coffee.
Sorry.
Spit or swallow? The age-old question answered on... Only on the Mike Schmidt Podcasting Network.
I win.
I was talking about something before we went off onto something else. Well, there's a few things I have to talk about. Folks, I need a ruling. I need a ruling out of you. Well, maybe not all of you. All right, hold on. Let's throw this out to my gay audience. All right? I need a ruling from my gay audience. And you're out there, folks. I hear from them. Long and strong. That seems weird. Proud and strong? Long and proud? I don't know. You don't have to be gay to be long and proud. However, I can tell you, if you're long and proud, the gays would like a word with you. All right? This is going to get me in trouble, this segment. I know it is already. But I have to throw it out there. I have to ask a question. Everyone knows that Chicken House is trouble for gays. All right? We all know that. Chick-fil-A. All right? I'll just say it. I can't even say the name. It's the name that should not even be spoken, folks. If you've ever had a cock in your mouth, you don't want the words Chick-fil-A in your mouth ever again. Wait, well, that doesn't apply to me. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got to rethink that rule. Well, that means I can discuss it all I want. All right, never mind. I don't want to offend you is my point. But buckle up, because I'm probably going to. But I have to ask a question. I reach out to my gay audience. And again, all of you can chime in. I'm welcome to hear all of your opinions, but please know that the gay opinions will be weighted much more strongly. This is a gay issue. If you're not gay, you know what? Do me a favor, unplug. Stop listening right now, non-gayers. You can take your iPod vagina should get unplugged and relax and come back, because I'll get to a different part and you'll be able to jump right in. Well, then you can't go away. Oh, I'm not on radio. God damn it! I keep forgetting I'm not on radio. Actually, no. I remember I'm not on radio because every time I get my pay envelope, there's nothing in it. Although not that far different from radio these days, quite frankly. But you can also tell I'm not on radio because every second of my broadcast, you're not waiting to hear the keys on Van Nuys jingle. Which those of you who are not in California don't care about that. I just threw that in there right now for my friend Toby. Because I went to, I did Paul Goebel's podcast on Monday. Did I mention that already? I may have. Paul Goebel did a live podcast on Monday. It's available now if you go to the Paul Goebel Show in iTunes. You can go ahead and download that show and hear me and Jim Bruce and Paul Goebel and Tom Griffin talking about Matthew Perry and his weird head. But we did a live show, and then a couple of listeners to this particular show, our friends Jason and Toby, came down, and they texted me because they have my number, folks, because they're friends of mine. And they texted me a note. Jason and his girlfriend Lily, yes, Lily, but 2 L's, Lilli, at Jason's house. That's where you can get Lily. If you want to write Lily a personal note, you can write her at Lilli at Jason's house. So Jason and Toby have come to see me. All right, Jason and Lily, and I think, well, Toby couldn't come to Denver, whatever. They've seen me in Denver. They've seen The One Man in San Francisco. I actually went to breakfast with Toby and Lily and Jason and a bunch of other people in San Francisco. I talked about that on here. But they came down to the show on Monday, and they texted me, and they're like, hey, are you doing anything after? And they've come to see me a few times in LA. They come from Orange County, and they saw me at the M Bar, bombed miserably one night. Holy shit. They saw me do well one night, I think. That could be a lie. You'd have to ask them. If you want to get them, you can get them at. But yeah, they will tell you. But anyway, so the bottom line is we did the Goebel show, and then I have avoided going out with them like 3 or 4 times when they come to Hollywood because I've had other things to do. I either had to get home and start writing stuff, or I had to meet other people or hang out with other comics, and I've been remiss and not able to go out with them. But this time I was like, fuck that. Karen actually had dropped me off at the theater, so she was picking me up. So I texted her. I go, you want to eat with a couple of guys from the show? She's like, yeah. So cool. And we went to Fuku Burger. which is right around the corner from the theater where we played at the IL West. Fuku Burger, by the way, I'm on board. Because I think I've talked about here, there's all these fucking fancy burger joints out here now, like Umami Burger and Juicy Burger, and they're all, it's basically an excuse to charge you for a $10 hamburger. That's the whole joint. But Fuku Burger came onto my radar because with Anti-Gay Chicken House, well, I can say, we've established I can say the name, Chick-fil-A. I apologize. Why won't I even say the name? Once Chick-fil-A went into the tank, they were doing this thing where everybody's like, hey, do you still like chicken sandwiches? We've got other places you can go, which cracks me up because, like, literally, you cannot walk 5 feet without tripping over a chicken sandwich in a major city in America. Any fucking restaurant you want to go to has a chicken. They are abusing chickens in ways you've heretofore unseen in many of these places. There's nuggets, there's strips, there's a chicken fucking doorstop, a chicken milkshake. If you want chicken, there's no end to the places you can get it. I don't need a list from Zagat telling me where to get chicken now because Anti-Gay Chicken House is off. They're on my shit list. But still, so whatever. It just seemed funny to me that they had a list of chickens that you can go eat that are better. So or that are gay friendly, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's maybe it was 9 gay friendly chickens, which you can tell because the chicken will his strut is that much different and he's more proud and he's got his chest puffed out. Oh my God, chickens are proud. Gay chickens are super proud. Chickens who support gays are proud. We're all proud. This Fuku Burger, it supposedly had one of the top 10 chicken sandwiches in Los Angeles. So, and it's got, panko crust on it and so we went to Fuku Burger. You don't care. Nobody cares. Well, no, actually, everybody cares. I care. So it was me and Jason and Toby and Karen, and we ordered food. And what was funny is I went with Karen once I saw the list of chicken houses, and they were like, this is a good chicken house to go to. So I said, all right, let's go try it. So then we went, and I ordered a chicken sandwich, and then Karen got a Tamago burger, which they're a Japanese-influenced place. So basically, it was a hamburger with a teriyaki glaze, a wasabi mayo, crispy onion strings, and a fried egg on top. And we got fuku fries, and all these stupid names. You're like, I don't want to order these stupid names. And the funny thing is, it's right on Cahuenga Boulevard, like in between Hollywood and Sunset, and it's open till 3 a.m. So you picture every drunk idiot going, I need fuck you fries, ha ha ha, and the waitstaff trying to quit because they want to murder everyone. But they have fuku fries, and I will say this, the fries were awesome because they had garlic and Takarashi salt. I think I've talked about Takarashi salt on here. There's a place I go to called Roy's Hawaiian Fusion, and I don't know why I presented Hawaiian as if it were a question. That's in the title of the restaurant. I just went Roy's Hawaiian Fusion. No, it's Roy's Hawaiian Fusion. That's what it's called. I'm not making up the name right here on the fly. Roy's Hawaiian Fusion? And what would I be confused with? What is it? Roy's Samoan Fusion? No, it's Hawaiian Fusion. You've eaten there a million fucking times. It's a nice place. My buddy Woj used to go all the time when he was at work, and in Vegas he almost brought me once, and then Karen used to go too. She went for work. So they dragged me, and it's fucking amazing. And they have edamame that you can order, and it has Takarashi salt on it, which is like this real savory salt, but they also mix it with sugar. At Roy's, it's Takarashi salt and sugar on edamame, and it's addicting. Like you'll eat the whole bowl of edamame and you won't even blink. Well, we went to fucking Fuku Burger, and Jesus Christ, the worst ever place to use fucking as a placeholder in the history of this show. Fucking Fuku Burger. We went to Fuku fucking Burger. Now I'm the guy. Now I'm the douchebag at 3 a.m. Hey, fuck you, fries. Fired. Out. Quit. Fired. Why do you fire a customer? You can't fire a customer. He doesn't have a job there. All right, so. But the waitress would quit if you said Fuku Burger or fuck you burger. Jesus, get out of this loop. Slap me. Just slap me. I give you permission to slap me when this shit happens again, where I just fucking wind up in a spiral. So.
Do it on air?
Yeah, okay. I'm dead serious. I told that story on here, right? When I had the strippers slap me.
Jesus.
I had to tell that story. Yeah. I just looked at her and I go, fucking hit me. And she's like, what? And I go, just hit me, blast me. I don't give a fuck. Just jack me right now. Because I want to make my friends laugh. And they did. Oh, because she blast. Oh, man. I saw light. Like, my eyes went kind of like pinholes a little bit because she slapped the shit out of me, man. It was fucking awesome. She wound up like a motherfucker. It's mohawk. Because I picked the suicide girl. You don't fucking, I can't ask some dainty girl to slap me. I asked the suicide girl and she almost punched me in the face. Like, wait, she's like, wait, I got to put my rings on. It was like that bad. But I fucking loved it because it got the attention of the entire fucking room. It was so great. I've told that story on here. Go buy year whatever. Year 2, I think. I don't know when I told that story. That was at Big Al's in Peoria. All right, so it was me, Brian Noonan, Marge Takis. Yeah, and Marge was Marge is great. All right, so never mind. Who cares? Everybody cares. The fuck was I talking about? Takarashi salt. It's very easy to go from condiments to getting slapped by a stripper on the show. I'm the only show, by the way, that can do that. I'm the only show that can take you from Roy's Hawaiian fusion and with Takarashi salt into getting slapped by a stripper. I'm the only one. Make me rich. How much better will these stories be if I was rich? Jeez, I do all this stupid shit poor. If I was rich, oh my God, imagine the dumb shit I'd do. Hey, I raped a king this weekend. What? That's right. I went to Sweden and raped their king and stabbed him in the eye with a gold pirate doubloon fork. Yeah! Pulled up my short pants and flew out of town. Hopped on my super-powered horse, rode into my plane, and flew out of the country. And he was happy I did it because I came dollar signs all over his back. All right. So, anyway, folks, that's when you know you've truly made it. You're just firing dollar signs out of your cock. So, where were we?
This Roy's Hawaiian.
Hawaiian fusion?
Yeah.
All right, good.
No, it's Fuki Burger.
Fuku Burger. So we went there. And so Karen and I went, and I ordered the chicken sandwich. We got the fuku fries, and like I said, I get the chicken sandwich. It's got crack sauce. They call it crack sauce, and cabbage. Like there's cabbage on it, and it's tempura kind of with a panko crust. And I described Karen's hamburger, didn't I? I'm sorry. I was busy raping the king of Sweden, and I lost my place. That'll happen, folks. I'm sorry. When you commit sexual assault on a monarch, you will completely forget what you were talking about in the moment. All right. So I told you it was on Karen's fucking hamburger. So they bring us the food, and there's food. Oh, and I also ordered, because I'm there. Look, this is what I do, because I'm fat, folks. Let's talk about how fat I am still in my brain. I will go to a restaurant, and I'm like, well, I may never come here again. Let's get all of the things that we want to try, because we may never come back. So it's like I eat like a restaurant critic. That's exactly what I do. I order a ton of shit at once just so I can review the fucking place and decide whether or not I'm going to come back. It's ridiculous. And as a burger joint, they had fucking pork belly skewers as an appetizer. And I ordered a fugu burger for Karen, the tamago burger. I got me the chicken sandwich. How many times am I going to tell you what I ordered? Holy shit. That's a guy talking a lot about one restaurant order. Man, oh man. I get into a lot of spirals, but very rarely have I been in where I just kept recounting to you the things that I ordered without ever telling you if they showed up or not. This has been driven so far into your brain. In 10 episodes, I'm going to actually have a quiz, like a contest. And if you can tell me what I ordered at Fuku Burger, I will give you a download set. Jesus Christ. Snap the fuck out of it. Nobody cares what you ordered. Everybody cares. Everybody cares what I ordered. But they know. Everybody knows. You don't know. Yes, and everybody knows. All right. So, we had this... so stupid. So I ordered the pork belly skewers come and they weren't that great. They were just, even though it's pork belly, you're just like, wow, that'll be awesome. But it was crispy and it wasn't good. I don't need that again. I mean, it's Fuku Burger. Get a burger. So they bring our food, and they have crack sauce, which is what it comes with the fries, and then it's on my chicken sandwich. And we were trying to figure out what it was, but it was very piquant sauce. If you know, piquant. I don't know. I'm having a problem with the words today, folks. Piquant. No, come on. I'm in a piquant spiral. Oh Jesus, that's a tangy spiral. God damn, that's a tangy spiral. All right, piquant. Piquant. You pronounce the Q. Yeah. It was very piquant, this sauce. So they bring the sandwiches, and Karen gets her hamburger, and I get my chicken sandwich. And I bite my chicken sandwich, and guess what, folks? It's a fucking chicken sandwich. That's what it is. It's a chicken sandwich. So what? So what? I didn't ask you how it felt about NAFTA. I mean, I wasn't sure how it felt about gay rights, but it was a decent enough chicken sandwich. I don't know if that's one of the 10 best. I got to start eating the others because it was just okay. It was a chicken sandwich. That's what it was. Meanwhile, Karen picks up her hamburger and bites it and makes a face that I have never seen her make unless I was under the table going down on her. Literally, that was the... I mean, she made this face, and she floated away on a cloud. Like, you ever see those commercials where if I bite into a York peppermint patty, I'm on a mountaintop or whatever the fuck? That's where she went. She went somewhere. I have never seen that face on her unless I was looking up. I'm not kidding. Seriously. She bit that hamburger. She instinctually pulled my hair. She pulled my hair the entire meal. She just grabbed a handful of my hair and yanked and didn't stop till the burger was gone. I'm like, all right. Yeah. So, she looked at me. She's like, you got to try this. And I bit it. And yeah, no doubt. She was absolutely right. It was just, they shouldn't even call it the Tamago burger. It should just be this is like oral sex. Remember oral sex, how great it was? That's this hamburger. That's long. That's probably long for the menu. All right. Why was I talking about Fuku Burger? Why did I get into that fucking... Oh, you know why? Because we went. So then the theater happened to be closed. So I bring Toby and Jason. We're like, well, let's go. And we order food, and Karen gets a Tamago burger, and Toby gets a Tamago burger. And Jason gets a bacon burger because Jason only eats pork with every... Like, he demands pork with every meal. Like, you know those guys on Epic Mealtime on YouTube? They like Jason would laugh in their face because he's probably eaten more bacon than all of them combined. It's like retarded. He's wearing a shirt that said lard or something. He's that guy. You know what I mean? Like he would be happy on Survivor just because there were feral pigs that he could eat. Like that would be his whole. He doesn't even give a shit about winning the contest. He'd just be like, "What is this? An all-you-can-eat pig buffet for weeks and weeks?" And I don't have to wear pants. He already has the beard for Survivor. Jason's got a crazy ass beard, and then he donated to Kickstarter. And when Mex painted us, I was hanging from his beard from a tree. So Jason had to get a bacon burger, of course, because that's who he is. And then Karen looks at me and she goes, "You should get the chicken sandwich." I'm like, "Well, no, I want a hamburger." And she's like, "Well, you can split my burger, but get the chicken sandwich because I want a bite." I'm like, "All right," because it was a good chicken sandwich. And then I got it. She had like one bite, like she had none of it. Meanwhile, she fucking ate the burger and made faces at everybody all goddamn night long. And the whole point of this that I was telling you is because I went to dinner with Toby and Jason, and Toby was telling me about how he listens to only podcasts exclusively because we got to talking about last week on Never Not Funny, Phil Hendry was on. And when I first moved to California, I discovered Phil Hendry on the radio, and I could not stop listening to him. Like I was going to and from stand-up all the time listening to him, but then even in the house, I would turn him on and listen because it was amazing. And I wondered how he was on Never Not Funny. So I asked those guys how he was. They said he was great. And Toby was like, "Yeah, I used to listen to Phil Hendry. I didn't even know he existed anymore because I've gotten so into podcasts." I said, "Well, he's got his own podcast." He goes, I've never listened." He said, "Then I heard he was on Never Not Funny and I found out about it." He said he was tired of radio because of commercials and all that stuff. And I said, "Well, that's good because, on podcasts, obviously there's no commercials except for this week when I'm going to be sponsored by Keys on Van Nuys." And he was like, "Thanks for putting that in my head. Thanks. That's why I stopped listening to radio, you dumb fuck." Furious at me. And then to the point where he actually posted it on Facebook like 2 hours later. "I still have keys on my eyes." He said, "Thanks to the guy who put it in my head." Because again, folks, I've talked about it on here. It is the most obnoxious earworm you will find because it's a car dealership here called Keys. It just starts out. It's always the most simple ones. It's like 588-2300 Empire. You'll remember that to the day you fucking die because it's just so simple. By Menon. You'll remember that forever. Yes. And so Keys on Van Nuys. It's 7 fucking words, 7 syllables, whatever the fuck, and it just right in your head. 7 syllables? Yeah, 7 syllables. So, but I throw that in here now 9 times so Toby can hear it again for real. Everybody else go ahead and ignore it. That was just for Toby. Depeche Mode for Cody. Keys on Van Nuys for Toby. I don't know what I'm going to do for Moby. I'll dance. Because I can move, folks. All right. I had a point. Didn't I have a point?
I don't know.
The fuck was I talking about? We went to the Burger House.
You did Paul Goebel's show.
I did.
And you went to dinner with them.
Right, but I talked about Fuku Burger for a reason.
Because Karen had an orgasm sandwich.
That she did. Order it, folks. And I folks. Chicken sandwiches. So.
Chicken said yes.
Yes. So I need a vote. I need to hear from you people. I need a ruling. From all of you. But mainly from my gay friends. If there are any of you left after I raped the King of Sweden. Chick-fil-A, as we all know, they don't care for the gays. They like to make chicken and they like to suppress human rights. We all know this, right? That's what I've heard. That's what I've been told. That's what protesters have said from hither and yon. By the way, Hither and Yon, a gay couple that are friends with Lily. They're at the teas every week. So I'd eaten at Chick-fil-A a couple of times when they came to town before this controversy raged. And I like it. I must admit, I like the chicken sandwich. It's got chicken sandwich and pickles. Lily hates them because, but she hates them. She hated them before it was cool to hate them. Like that's the weirdest thing because she lived in Florida and she worked in she owned a tanning salon. And
A tanning salon. It was
what'd you own? A nail salon?
a nail salon.
I was off by one fucking word. I love the fact that you're laughing at it like I'm a crazy person. It's not a tanning salon, stupid. It's a nail salon. Oh, I'm sorry.
Completely different.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. You.
It's gonna be hard to get a manicure at a tanning salon.
But conversely, it is not going to be very difficult to get a tan in a manicuring salon.
No, it is. Anyway.
You know what? Open a combination. Someone climbs in a tanning bed and just sticks their arm out and you do their nails. Holy shit, it's brilliant. I just gave somebody...
Cancer and they have white hands.
Yes, good. Done. What do you care? You got their lucrative green, their long money. Or their long money and their lucrative green. Or their long green and their lucrative money. Or their filthy lucre. You got all of it. And they soon die. They die off. And it keeps your customers coming in. Cigarettes know the case. They give your people cancer, but people keep giving it. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Cigarettes. I don't know. Stupid. So, folks. So Lily owned a nail salon, and all of her employees, these that she got from the local prisons, right? They weren't nice people, right? I thought that's what you said.
They were fine people.
They were lovely. All right, so, so they would always want to eat at Chick-fil-A, and they ate there every day, and
We
then
were right next to it. I smelled it all day long, except for Sunday when they were closed.
and that was the thing is they would even on Sunday she said that the people that worked there would bitch about how it wasn't open.
Yeah.
They would just bitch about Chick-fil-A
I
being
can still smell it. I can still, just saying the words Chick-fil-A, I can smell the grossness.
really.
Yeah.
That's not gross. It was pretty good.
When you drive by it, there's a distinct smell of dying chicken.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It's just, yeah, it's gross.
And and subjugation. It smells like subjugation. That's what it smells like when you're oppressing people, Lily. It smells like delicious chicken. But I know what you're talking about because and here's another story I've told a million times. But all you new people, this is it. You know what I am? I'm NBC in the summer. I'm new to you. It's new to me. All you hardcore people, I'm sorry. I apologize because I keep referencing shit that I know I've talked about. But I worked at a video store in Lake Tahoe a long time ago, a million years ago. I told this story. This might be a year one story. And there was a dude who would come in to the store and he would rent 15 pornos a day. Not even 15, that's high, 5. He probably went 5 pornos a day. And because you had a limit on how many you could take, 5 or 8. Look, folks, it's a long time ago. I don't remember the number of videotapes. He rented a shit ton of porn every day, okay? That was the point. But he would mosey back and he would go through the saloon doors and he would pull out whatever porn he could and he would come to the front. But this is why I bring him up now. He was a fry cook at like Denny's and he would come in his Denny's suit and he was unclean. You know, he looked like the sort of person you would imagine would be renting porno all the time. And obviously he was dubbing them and keeping his own porno collection at home, but he was balding on top, like really, and it was that he had look, if you're blonde, good for you, but you have no character or soul. But as a blonde, he had wispy blonde, like nothing worse than wispy, thinning blonde hair, and then he had a blonde mustache. Oh my God, shave your blonde mustache. Go facial hairless if you have a blonde mustache. It looks horrible, horrendous. It just looks like you've been drinking blonde milk. And it just left an impression on your lip. It's terrible. It just doesn't look good. So, or at least grow the beard and go full lumberjack. I mean, honestly, try to make something happen. Give your face some character. But he had the wispy blonde mustache with the wispy blonde hair on top. But he would come directly from work. And his hands were crusted with food. And he smelled like a grill, and a deep fryer. He would walk into the store. And not unlike Pigpen, he had a floating cloud of hash browns around him at all fucking times. And he reeked so bad. And he was a nice man, a very nice man, even though he was creepy as fuck renting all the pornos. And he didn't discriminate either. Like he rented bondage porn and gay porn and bisexual porn. I think we had one bisexual porn and one gay porn. He didn't care. He was dubbing them. Maybe he was selling them all. I have no idea what he did. But he would have egg yolk encrusted in his nails, and his hands were like filthy with food. Oh my God, it was so disgusting. But he smelled like what you're talking about, where you just walked in and you go, "You smell like cooking. Get out of my face. Horrible." Oh, are you okay?
I hit my
Your bad knee. Lily just hit her bad knee on the cocktail table. Ouch. Lily just hit her bad knee right into my jaw. Ow, that hurt. You okay?
Yeah,
All right. You want ice?
not yet.
Oh, Jesus. Am I going to have to call an ambulance or something? Okay. Yeah, you're all fragile. I don't know. I'm distracted now because your face is a grimace. It's a twisted rictus of pain. All right. So that was funny that she just banged her knee. Awful.
Hysterical.
Oh my God. It's the funniest moment of the show. What? You did it again? It just hurts. Oh, it's like
The laugh.
your knee hurts to laugh? Well, the knee bone is connected to the funny bone. That's what Herman Munster taught me. All right, slap me. I'm in a loop. Yeah. So,
I can't believe I just did
I can't either. Quite frankly, I can't either. That's fine. You know.
slap me.
Yeah. Yeah. I've said a lot of things. I said take your shirt off many times. Has that happened? No. I said take your pants off. I said do the show in a thong. I said a lot of things to you that you've just giggled and laughed and just let them slide off your back. But I tell you to slap me, and you do. You get up, you walk over to me on a bad fucking leg. That's the thing that's crazy. Like you can't even fucking. You're in such pain. You're holding your knee, but you found the strength somehow to support yourself on that wobbly fucking limb, and slap me in the fucking face.
Oh my God, it hurts to laugh.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did it.
No, I can't either. Quite frankly. Good for you. Maybe you'll do the rest of the stuff I've asked you to do during the show. I don't know if you heard that, folks. She slapped me in the face, walked over and jacked me right in the face. And I didn't roll with it because in my head I'm like, well, she's not really going to slap me. And she did. You're lucky I'm not rich.
Would you like ice?
Yeah, no kidding. You are so lucky I'm not rich. I would stand up and stab you with my pirate gold doubloon fork. There's not a court in the land that would convict me. I have it on tape. I have the sound of you slapping me on tape. I would plunge my gold doubloon fork right into you. Get on my horse, get on the plane, and fly out of town.
Oh my God.
They'd come in and they'd say, I don't know what happened. Her face is covered in dollar signs.
Oh my God.
All right. Now that our mutual destruction society is concluded, and you can't walk and my face is numb. By the way, I should throw that out there, folks. I have a weird thing. My hand is numb, like the back of my hand, like literally this wide space right here. It's been numb for like 2 days. Like if you rub it, you can't feel it. The back of my right hand.
I'm not rubbing your hand.
No, you're not getting close to me. Are you kidding me? You fucking stand up. I'm gonna turtle. I'm just going to go to a defensive shell and roll out of here like an armadillo. You fucking make a move. I'm diving for cover.
Oh my Christ.
I know you don't slap Eddie like that because you'd cut your hand on his fucking mustache.
I won. Oh my God.
Do I still have a handprint on my face?
No. You want me to try again?
You enjoying yourself?
It makes my knee feel better.
I'm sure it does. Oh, good for you.
Laughing is releasing the
Good. Well, I don't think... so do you need to slap me now to laugh? Is that what it is? We've gotten to that point in our relationship?
I'm laughing so hard. I have a cramp in my stomach.
All right. Well, should I let that roll? Are you going to be okay? All right, good. My face is hot. It's hot on that side. Karen does that all the time. We'll be in the car, and because it became a running joke where she'll put her hand up, and I was looking at her like kind of like in a daring, and she smacks me in the face.
my God.
She'll slap me in traffic. Like, all right. My face is a big callus, folks. That was a hard folks. I usually just say folks, but that was a folks. I put the L in that one. So before You broke your kneecap and punched me in the face. Where were we? Do you remember?
We were talking about the smell of Chick-fil-A.
Ah, that's right. So Lily hated it before it was cool to hate it because she was right next door to it and just her nostrils were filled. So I was talking about the guy at the video store guy. It's just I'm familiar with that smell. When I worked at Little Caesars, I would come home and we did our laundry, and you would wash it and with tons of soap and everything, and your clothes still smelled this weird smell because you worked in a pizza place. You know, that was just the way it was. So I'm familiar with what you're saying. But I like Chick-fil-A. I like the sandwiches. We went a couple of times, and this is before the unpleasantness. And now the recent stuff that happened, I don't look. I'm not fond of the internet embracing these causes for 4 days and then moving on to the next one. The internet mob, because I mean, I have one word for you folks: Coney. Anybody remember that by any chance? Because that was like 6 months ago. That was the big deal. Like everybody's like, "Hey, did you know that there's some guy in Nigeria with an army of children who's coming for you?" I'm like, "What? Wait." Hold on a second. No, I didn't know that. Yeah, this dude made a fucking documentary about it. And then it was on Twitter and it was on Facebook. It went all over the place. We've got to stop Coney. We've got to stop Coney. And then the guy who made the documentary was caught naked on the street in San Diego jerking off in traffic.
Yes, he was.
And then everybody went, well, wait a minute. Coney's all the way over in Nigeria. He's not bothering anybody. This guy seems to be a threat at home. The guy who made the documentary is fucking jerking off on a street corner in San Diego. That seems to be a more immediate threat than this guy and his child army who are going to fucking raft over here and Red Dawn the shit out of this country. I'm a little more worried about beat-off guy at the fucking red light. So Coney went away. So Coney is my shorthand for whenever anybody the internet comes up with something and runs with it, because I just know that the internet mob is going to they're going to care for 4 days and then they're going to move on. And then America's Yearbook will find a different cause and Twitter will have something else trending. And that's how I felt about Chick-fil-A. It's a shiny object that everybody got distracted by, and eventually another one would fly by, and then everybody would forget what they were doing over at Chick-fil-A. And I'm not saying they would eat there, and I'm saying they would go there. And there are some people who are dedicated to the cause, which is how I get to my gay friends. All right? I'm your gay internet... Well, I'm not your gay internet chum. Hold on a second. I'm the internet chum of gay people. That's... Yeah, all right. I almost said that really weirdly. We're all internet chums, and some of you are gay. All right? How's that? How do I phrase this? Whatever. That's what I'm appealing to with this question. Because that's the thing is everybody started to talk about Chick-fil-A and then mayors and cities were saying, I'm not going to let Chick-fil-A open here. And then you're like, no, you're completely doing it wrong at that point, because you vote with your dollars and you vote with your feet and you vote and maybe you protest and you do all those sorts of things. But when you start telling them they can't do things, that's when you're going to activate that part of the population that cares about that sort of fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden you're like, you're repressing Chick-fil-A. I'm going to go eat 9 sandwiches and die soon. I mean, like they go running out there and they do everything they can to give Chick-fil-A a fucking boost because they figure the gays are keeping them out. And then it turns into a weird issue of like gays against people who don't like gays. And it's a chicken restaurant. Who the fuck cares? Who cares? But I understand if you're gay, you care. All right. That's what I mean. The people who rally, well, fuck. Look, I told you there's going to be a problem here because I need a ruling from you folks.
Ruling?
I do. I need a ruling. Because I'd been to Chick-fil-A before this unpleasantness. And we'd gone a few times. Karen and I enjoyed it. And the last time I was there was after Jimmy Pardo's taping that I went to about a couple months ago. And me and Pat and Chip and Karen went. And Chip had never been. And, chicken sandwich with pickles. Because they don't bury anything in sauce and cheese. That's what I liked about Chick-fil-A. So that day, my wife, as we were leaving, she goes, hold on. And she went and she bought a gift card from Chick-fil-A. $10 gift card. And as we got in the car and she gave it to me and I go, why are you getting this for me? And she goes, well, just in case you're out in Hollywood one night and you're hungry, you can get a free sandwich or something. Or if you want to get it before work, you can go grab it. And because my wife is, she's a grandmother. So she does that a lot. Like she'll have a McDonald's gift card and she'll keep refueling it. And we never eat at McDonald's. And I go, when do you eat at McDonald's? And she goes, well, just if I want French fries if I'm driving, or if I want to get a Coke or something. And she goes, I just like to have it on me. And I go, you can have cash, right? You can hand them cash. They take cash at McDonald's. And she's like, yeah, I know, but I like having the card. It's like kind of, it's like a spy. Like you can hand them, your special club. And I'm all right, whatever. Because I'm weird like that too. I like that kind of shit. So I completely, all she had to do was say that. When she's like, well, it's like you're a spy and you're in their special club. Done. I understand now. Go ahead and do that. She does it with Starbucks. She has a Starbucks card that she fuels up. She'll throw $25 on that. She gave me a Subway card. She's like, here, this is for you. Why? I could go to Subway and give them money, right? You know that. Lily owes me $5. I could bring $5 in there now and get a foot long. But she likes to do that with gift cards. So she handed me the Chick-fil-A gift card, and in my wallet it sat. Until the gay Holocaust. Where chickens were dying and gays were being murdered, and Chick-fil-A was deep frying whole gay people and trying to pass it off as chicken. I didn't pay a lot of attention to what was going on, folks. All I know is apparently Chick-fil-A was murdering gays and then deep frying them alive as well. Any gay person who got within a 1 mile radius of Chick-fil-A was in danger of being scooped up by the Chick-fil-A spy truck that had a giant net. And it would bring the gays in and they would deep fry them and then slice off their delicious gay meat for sandwiches. And gays are furious about it. Chickens, however, completely on board with the plan. So I think that was what was going on. I didn't pay much attention. All I know is I wasn't supposed to go to Chick-fil-A anymore, which is fine, except I already have a $10 gift card from Chick-fil-A. So they already have my money. So it's basically a sunk cost.
Yes.
Which is why I need a ruling from you gays. And you breeders can chime in as well. If you breeders want to let me know how you feel about it, that's fine. I'll listen to your opinion. But please know that it's not going to carry nearly the weight of the gay people in this instance. Because you breeders are like, I like chicken, just fucking go. Who cares? It doesn't hit you where you live. In a very tastefully decorated 3-bedroom apartment. So I need a ruling from you gays out there because I've already sunk this cost. They already have my $10, and I apologize. They've already used that $10 to pay for gas, to use the fuel the truck, to scoop you up off the street and cook you. I'm sorry about that. All right? They took my $10 as before I knew they were funding that exterminate the gays and serve them as food program. I didn't realize gays were Soylent Green. I had no idea. But they have my $10. They've already put it to nefarious use. So I put it to you gays. I should at least get some delicious chicken out of it, right? Can't I go? Can't I just go there now? I'm not giving them more money, and I'm not giving them more business. I'm just cashing in on previous business before I knew that they were a hate-fueled enterprise. So they've already got my $10. They've already put it to terrible, terrible usage. They've already used it to find a way to exterminate you from the planet. And I apologize for that. I'm hoping my $10 isn't the one that tipped them over into being able to discover the gay bomb. I hope that's not the case. They have a G-bomb. They found Chick-fil-A's been working on a G-bomb. Like they have the H-bomb that just, it kills everybody but saves the buildings. That's what the G-bomb, it just like, it turns all the gays straight and makes all the straights happier. That's what it does. They think until they detonate it and it's reversed. It makes all the gays happier and it turns all the straights gay. That's the day I'm waiting for. Hopefully my $10 funded that. I like chaos. All right. So my bottom line is, can I go? Can I go back to Chick-fil-A, folks? Just for $10? I mean, I won't buy anything else. I'll just get my $10 worth in bail. I just need this I need to put it out there amongst the gay network. I mean, the gay mafia, whoever the fuck listens and talks. I need you guys to talk to one another and get it out there that I have a 2006 red Murano that can't be fucked with. When I go there, I don't know, because I haven't been to I don't know if you guys are out there now spraying gay all over everybody. I have no idea how you're handling it. I don't know if you're still, you've linked arms. And hands and cocks. Maybe you've linked cocks. Perhaps you've formed a cock chain and you've linked cocks across the drive-thru. I get that. And I understand that because you want to shut these people down. Good for you. Vote your dollars, vote with your cocks, do whatever you got to do to save your future. Because again, as I've mentioned, Chick-fil-A is very close to developing the G-bomb. But I need a ruling on you that I can go get my $10 worth of chicken before everything goes to hell. And I also want, because you got to put the word out, because I don't want to get into a drive-thru. Because have you seen the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A? It's very circuitous, and once you're in it, you're in it. I mean, you can't get out, you can't back out, you can't go forward, so I'm trapped. So I don't want to be there when fucking Act Up swoops down in their Act Up pink helicopter and kills everybody in the fucking drive-thru lane. I don't want that to happen, so I have to have a sign. Is there something I can put in my window that says that this was a $10 old purchase, or some sign, or can I paint or put a rainbow sticker in my window and I'll be safe through safe passage? I just need to know how I can negotiate the gays without getting murdered at my chicken restaurant. That's it. That's all I want to know. And by the way, Act Up, I think you got to change your name. I don't like the name Act Up because it just sounds, you know what? All right, let's get into this for just a second. Act Up. I support you and I understand what you're trying to do. However, your name doesn't strike enough fear into straights. Because people here act up and they think of what a child does. Or they hear act up and they think that you're some sort of organization teaching people how to do monologues. Fuck that. You need something scarier. Because people are scared of you, gays. You need to embrace the fact that people fear you. So you need to name yourself, like your organization's, something that's even scarier. Like fucking be the faggot brigade. Be that. Take that word back for yourselves and use it to strike fear in their fucking hearts. You're like the Zorro of fucking gay people. You're the faggot brigade. And you can dress up like Zorro if you want. I know how you people enjoy dressing up. Go ahead and dress up. See, that's what you need to do. You need to be scary as fuck. You know, you can't just be, because everybody's like, we're gay and we got to just show them that we're normal like everybody else. Hey man, nobody's accepting you. Be as fucking crazy as you want. Take back the word faggot and become the faggot brigade and be like an army. Dress up like an army and swoop in on Chick-fil-A and just fucking take them over. God damn it, this is perfect. Go watch The Expendables. It'll be like a roadmap for what you should do. Get a bunch of bulky old dudes together and go ahead and fucking get a Jason Statham lookalike and be the faggot brigade and swoop in and take the place down. No, it isn't. Bullshit. Take the word back because they're scared of you. So use that to your advantage, gays. Any straight person who's afraid of a gay person needs to be intimidated and spooked. So go ahead and just, like the Klan. The Klan knew. They were the Ku Klux Klan. They dressed up in sheets. You guys need to dress up in like, I don't know, 10,000 thread count sheets. Whatever you guys use. Be the faggot brigade and wear 10,000 thread count sheets and scare the shit out of straight people. Even more, because that's what they expect from you. So fucking give them what they expect. They want to demonize you? Accept it and just come forward right at them in their fucking faces and make them retreat to the woods. Because you're not going to live in a cabin. You people aren't rustic. Just come swooping in. Or take every fucking shitty slur that they use for you and you know what? You should have factions. You should have like the faggot brigade and then you should have like the ass pirates. Be the ass pirates. Why wouldn't you be? And dress up like actual fucking pirates and swoop in with cutlasses and fucking eye patches. We're the ass pirates. Gay pirates who are on the move and scaring straight people. Why not? This world would be so much better if everybody identified themselves by costumes. Rich people in short pants on superpowered horses, carrying gold doubloon forks. The faggot brigade wearing their fucking amazing army outfits. Ass pirates dressed up like pirates. Gay guys dressed up like pirates scaring straight people. Do this. Take back those words and take back the fear and use it to your advantage. And I know some of you are out there going, well, the whole point is gay people are normal like straight people. I get that. I understand that. But you also understand that there's a faction of straight people who are out there who are stupid and are never going to realize that and are never going to give you the benefit of the doubt. So that's why I'm saying you should dress up and scare the shit out of those people. Because the regular people, straight people who understand that you're just like us, we're on board with it. I'm all for that. Scare the fuck out of these creepy other idiots. I'm sorry, do it. I know you're normal, and I know that, but you get demonized, so accept it and fucking come at them in the night, in the daytime. A passel of ass pirates? Come on! Descend on some church and just stand out there and like, har, har, har. We want you to recognize us, bar, har. Oh my God, ass pirates, why are you not doing this? All it takes is one uptight church to be besieged by a passel of ass pirates and a big faggot brigade helicopter, and your point gets across.
Oh my Christ.
Take back the power that they're giving you. They're scared of you? Use it. I want this whole world to just be the Warriors. I want there to be baseball Furies. I want there to be Van Cortlandt Rangers. I want everybody to have their own fucking suits so we can identify them. Hey, there's some ass pirates over there. Well, let's cross the street because those gentlemen probably don't want to talk to us. Yes, uptight straight people. What would the uptight straight people costume be? Just jeans and a flannel shirt. No personality, no color whatsoever. There's ass pirates and faggot brigades and fucking rich people on superpowered horses with gold forks. Come on, make me rich and I'll make this happen. I love that I think I could make this happen. Why? Why do I think rich people could solve anything they wanted? If I was rich, I could just all of a sudden make everybody wear costumes and compartmentalize themselves. God damn it. Because I want to. You know why? It's all the power of the mind, folks. That's what I want to do. You can do anything you want. If you have money and fucking and crazy strength of will. This is what gays need. They need a rich benefactor to allow them to take back the night. Why are gays Batman? I have no idea why gays are Batman, but they are. Because you want to dress up in a costume and run around from roof to roof and punch dudes. There you go. Wouldn't you want to do that, gays? Do this. Take out your anger against straights. I'm giving you the money to do it when I'm rich. I need to win the Powerball because I will empower gays to take over this nation as themselves, as faggot brigades and ass pirates. You know what we need? Fuck that. We just need 4 dudes. We need a gay team. That's what we need. And you know what, gays? Figure it out amongst yourselves because I know you're all going to fight because you all want to be face. Forget that. Someone's got to be Hannibal. Someone's got to be Murdoch. Someone's got to be BA. Okay? You can't all be face. But we need a gay team. We'll get a van and you'll just fucking take back the night, cruising up and taking care of business. I'll fund them. Oh my God, this is perfect. I need to win the Powerball to fund the gay team. The gay team is cleaning up this country. They're gaining acceptance for their ilk. I don't know. I'm in trouble already. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Look, I just advocated funding a gay team to go out as mercenaries and take back the night. I can't get in much more trouble than I am now. In the 20th century, an entire culture of people was marginalized by the mainstream population for the crime of being different. These men and women eventually escaped from the insulting stereotypes to the San Francisco underground. Today, still ostracized by many, they survive as soldiers of fabulousness. If you have a problem with a chicken restaurant, if no one else can help, or if you're casting a reality show, maybe you can hire the gay team. Make me rich and I'll make it happen. You guys can get me at MikeandMikeSchmidtComedy.com. You guys can be my friend at Facebook.com/the40year-old-boy. You can follow me at Twitter.com/the40year-old-boy. You can follow our friend Lily Von Stupp at 2 different addresses, Twitter.com/MNTs and Twitter.com/Lily Von Stupp. You can be your friend at Facebook.com/Lily Von Stupp. You can be our friend David Hernandez, who does all of the artwork and the music for this show, at Facebook.com/David Mex Hernandez. And if you want to write Lily a personal note and find out exactly what I was going to talk about in the beginning of the show that concerned her, as it dawns on me, I started out talking about you, didn't I? If you want to write her a personal note and find out what it was, go ahead and write her at Lily at burlesque411.com. That's Lily, Lili, at burlesque411.com. I want to remind you folks about the Monday Night Teas every Monday night at the 3 clubs on Santa Monica and Vine. 10 o'clock p.m. is the show time. 12 o'clock midnight is about the time you realize you've never been happier in your entire life. I happen to know the producer of that show. She's a good friend of this show, as a matter of fact. And I'll go on a limb. I'll say that this show wouldn't exist if it wasn't for this person. Here's our good friend, Lily Von Stupp. She's the producer of both shows. Hi, Lily.
Hi, Mike.
How are you? How are your cramps?
They're better.
How's your knee?
Better.
All right.
Fresh face.
I don't know. I'll tell you later. How was the tease this week?
It was spectacular.
That's good news.
Yeah, it was
Your
great.
friend Olive was there
She made
debuting.
her debut and she killed.
I'm very angry at Olive
Why?
because I went on Facebook and there's no pictures of Olive to ogle.
It's her very first performance. There's no photos of her. She hasn't had her first photo shoot, nothing.
But I wanted to ogle Olive.
Well, she graduated 2.5 weeks ago.
Mhm.
And I said to her, do you think you'll be ready to perform? And she's like, I don't know, maybe. And I called her and I go, you're going to do this, right? She's like, okay. So she hadn't even had photos shot or anything. There'll be photos up Tuesday of next week, most likely.
All right.
Takes about a week to get photos.
But she was good.
She was amazing. She's adorable.
And everybody was great.
Yes.
Good.
It was wonderful.
And there's a show coming up this week.
Yeah.
August 20th, I believe, is the
cool show.
date. Yeah. That's the Monday Night Teas at the 3 clubs on Santa Monica and Vine. This August 20th, this Monday, 10 o'clock p.m. at the 3 clubs, Santa Monica and Vine. Our friend Lily Von Stupp is putting together Inglorious Burlesque.
Oh, yeah, that's this Monday.
That is this Monday. It's a tribute to Quentin Tarantino, a show that she's done many times. As a matter of fact, did it for Quentin Tarantino himself and a private party of friends. I will be there. I will actually be hosting this show. But our tickets, this is tricky because I happen to know some people who actually bought tickets. And they were like getting down to the basement. Like there were very few yesterday when they bought them. Where are we at now?
There are 18 tickets left, and they are standing room only tickets.
So all the seats are gone.
Everything's gone.
Seats are gone, but folks, you still want to come to the show. There are 18 standing room only tickets available that will sell out. Go to brownpapertickets.com and look for Lily Von Stupp or look for Inglorious Burlesque or look for Monday Night Teas. Other events are also on sale there, correct? In the coming weeks. If you can't make this week's show, there are coming weeks available. But definitely try to get standing room only tickets because being in the room is what it's all about. Sitting down, obviously you want to do that, whatever. But being in the room, the electricity, the vibe, seeing what's going on, and it's infectious. And it's like when I was at the Prince show, everybody felt this weird communal spirit that we were seeing something happening that would not happen again. And granted, we're doing the Prince show again, but in the moment, it felt just right. So I think you should definitely want to be in the room for this Inglorious Burlesque. I've seen it. I've been involved in it. And I will do my best to talk as quickly as I can and get to the best part of the show, which, of course, are the girls. But I'll be there talking August 20th at the 3 clubs on Santa Monica and buying 18 standing room only tickets are available still. Go and get them and be in the room. That's the important part. And then walk next door with me to the gas station to the taco truck, which is really, really good. I'm looking forward to that. I wasn't going to do it. I told her, I go, look, I just want to come and watch. She's like, I really need you to host. You're already on the flyer. I said, I don't want to do this. I just want to come and watch. She goes, you're on the flyer. I said, is that taco truck still parked outside? She said, yes. I said, I will host. I can host. Because she is paying me in lengua tacos. That's how it works. I'm going to get some cabeza tacos, some lengua tacos, some al pastor. Oh, my God. I will work. I should just have a homeless guy sign that says, we'll work for al pastor. It's fantastic. So come on up to the show. 18 tickets are available, and then other tickets are also available. And we're doing, I understand you're doing the Prince show again in November, right?
Yeah, I believe it was November 12th.
November 12th, I think, is the date. Tickets are not on sale, but she's going to put those on sale early as well, and you'll want to scoop those up because that show was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great. So check out those shows. Always, and thank you for involving me, Lily Von Stupp, with the Monday Night Teas. So you can go, like I said, you can always write her an email or go check out mnteas.com or MondayNightTeas.com. Go to MondayNightTeas.com for any and all information about upcoming shows. Remember, you can go to Facebook.com/the40year-old-boy and be my friend. Or you can go there and sign up for, and. How about and? Be my friend and do this. It's not an either-or proposition. You don't have to be my friend or sign up for these pages. But there's plenty of pages on there that tell you that I'm coming to town, St. Louis. I'm not coming to town. They want me to come to town. So if you sign up on those pages, I realize there's support. I can find a theater to go live, blah, blah, blah. San Antonio exists, Detroit, London, of course, as I've mentioned many times, which if London's going to happen, it's probably going to have to be a Kickstarter. And if it's going to be a Kickstarter, it's going to have to be a while because I don't have any other prizes to give you people. Everything I gave away. So I got to devise what else I could give away to start the London Kickstarter up.
Naked photos.
Of whom?
You.
No one cares about me. You.
The Burt Reynolds pose of you naked.
You. We'll do you. If you want to be naked, see, yeah. No, we want you to be naked. Nobody cares about me naked. That's fucking horrifying. But you absolutely. Then they're in. You're making a face. All right, think about it. If you want to do that, I'll kickstart it right up. We'll get some naked photos. What if you and I did a publicity photo? All right, you know what? Here's why. Some band or some group played your Monday Night Teas. Mm-hmm. It's 2 dudes and a girl.
Yeah.
Who are they?
It's Gigi and Pop.
Yeah, all right. I was going to say, you know what's funny? In my head, I was going to say Gnip Gnop. I swear to God.
Pop is exactly.
So Gigi and Pop. And their publicity photo is them naked with strategically placed instruments and the like. We should do that.
Okay.
I'll do that with you.
We're
But
going to need a bigger microphone.
doubtful. No, I'm not naked. You'll be naked. Here's the way it'll work. This is going to be great. I'm going to be standing behind you, and I will have one arm across your boobs and one arm across your bottom, and you'll be naked in front of me.
I think it's awesome that you think your hands are going to be on my naked body.
You can do the hover hand. You've been on the internet. There's hover hand. Of course you can.
More support than the hover
No,
hand.
you know what? Well, you know what? Let me hold fans. I'll do the 2 burlesque fans, one in front of your boobs and one in front of instead of downstairs, upstairs and downstairs. I'll hold the fans. I'm behind you. My face is just there. That's all anybody cares about, because nobody wants to see anything more than that. I'll be in my.
You're naked behind me.
I'll be in my jeans. Well, all right. We'll discuss that later. I'll wear my jeans and flannel shirt costume because I'm just a regular guy. I'm a boring straight dude.
Where's something from the gay brigade?
Oh.
The faggot brigade. Where's something from the faggot brigade?
No, I can't. Come on. It's like I wouldn't wear a Marines outfit. I wouldn't want to insult them. If I wear a Marines outfit, that indicates that I can do what they do. I cannot join the faggot brigade because I could not be all they can be. All right, they can be so much more than I can be. So I wouldn't insult them by wearing their uniform.
What was the other one then?
The Ass Pirates.
You should be an ass pirate.
Oh, Captain Whitebeard and the Ass Pirates. How you're not doing this, gay people? Make me rich and I'll make it happen. All right. So that's fine. So go sign up for those pages. Look at because you could bring this sort of brilliance to your town, folks. Oh my God, don't you want this coming to town? Me on your stage talking about Ass Pirates, getting your venue closed down. So sign up for those pages. Like I said, I am coming to some cities live already. I will be in Green Bay, Wisconsin on September 14th at the Venture Theater. That's a Friday night. Tickets are on sale now at brownpapertickets.com. Buy some tickets because Green Bay is a little light, as it always is. You know, it's always, you guys do this to me. It's light, and then on like show night, everybody comes. So that's fine. So, I got to get the word out to the King of Sweden to get those people on board. Oh, Jesus, shut up. All right, so... he owes me a favor. That dude owes me. All right, so Green Bay, Wisconsin, September 14th at the Venture Theater. Tickets are available at brownpapertickets.com, and also October 19th at the Latvian Society in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tickets are also on sale for that at brownpapertickets.com. While you're there buying tickets for Inglorious Burlesque or looking at tickets for future Monday Night Tease events, throw my name into the mix, Mike Schmidt, and or 40-year-old boy, and you'll find my tickets and go ahead and buy tickets for those shows as well. Although I don't know why you're buying tickets to Philadelphia if you're buying tickets to the Monday Night Tease. Who knows? I don't know how you run your lives, folks. What do you mock? Also, I'm going to be in Portland. We're a month out, Portland. Maybe even less. Might be 3 weeks out. December 8th. Yeah. We're 3 weeks away from me coming to Portland and running in the Warrior Dash. I'll talk about that next week. I have some stuff to discuss with you folks. And I'll need a ruling. I need a ruling from all of you people every week. That's what it's going to be from now on. It's going to be me finding out your opinions and doing whatever you say. I'm a robot. I'm Mitt Romney. That's who I am. I will find out what you guys want. Whatever way the wind blows, I go that way. Fine. But yeah, so I'll talk about that next week. But I'm in Portland at the Warrior Dash in 3 weeks. If you want to run in it, if you want to come out to it, that's fine. I'm flying out on Friday. I still don't know what I'm doing on Friday and Saturday. I know I got to talk to KC and find out what's up. And there's a bunch of stuff. We'll figure something out. But I'm going to talk about this more in depth next week because I have a question. I don't know. We'll see. I actually almost talked about it this week, but then unfortunately I spiraled off into some other things. So there's the Portland page. Remember, I'll be there in 3 weeks, and that's that. If you go to MikeSchmidtComedy.com, let's tell you about that. If you go to MikeSchmidtComedy.com, go to the Joe Business page, and on the Joe Business page, there are so many ways for me to steal your money. There are Zazzle mugs. You know, the Fireboy mug and the Thorgar and Yeet mug. There are links to tweakedaudio.com/40, whose earbuds I am wearing right now confidently as I bring you this show. They've been very nice enough to sponsor the show, and they sell you, of course, autoerotic asphyxiation earbuds and cock ring watches available right now at tweakedaudio.com/40. And in many colors, by the way. Does your cock look good in purple? They've got it. Actually, no, purple, that offsets it. You want to offset the purple. There's already enough purple in cock. All right. So, folks, so tweakedaudio.com/40 and then Zazzle, as I've mentioned. And also there are links to purchase T-shirts on the site. There is the Red Boy shirt. There's the Scar Panda shirt. And we've got all sizes available right now. I'm getting low on big sizes, 2X and 3X. Those are starting to run out. So if you want those, order them. And if you don't, don't. I don't care. I mean, well, I do care. I mean, I want you to want them. I need you to need them. I'd love you to love them. Shine up the old brown shoes. Put on your 40-year-old boy shirt. The minute you heard the word that you said that you needed them or wanted them or you loved them. Didn't I tell you about T-shirts? All right. So they're available now at the Joe Business page. There's the Red Boy. There's the Scar Panda. If you want sizes, go ahead and grab them quickly because they are going quickly. The larger sizes are. Anyway, I got plenty of extra larges and below. Well, not plenty of below. The smalls are going too. Shut up. Shut up. No slap? Good. Learned your lesson? I learned my lesson. Jesus Christ.
I'm scared.
So, also on the page, there's the, you can buy the download sets. Year 1, Year 2, Year 3, and Year 4 are available individually or together as part of the Podcast of the Caribbean set, it has Curse of the Black Schmidt. It has on two Schmitties, I think. I don't know. On different Schmitts. I can't remember. It's so funny. When we went with this, it was because it would be so fun to say those, and I've not said them for weeks, and now I've forgotten them because I'm stupid. But those are available right now. Oh, you go into the site? All right, when you find them, if you find them, let me know. So those are available. That's the Year 1, Year 2, Year 3, Year 4 download sets individually or together as the Podcast of the Caribbean set. T-shirts available, mugs, Zazzle equipment, those are the mugs, of course. Tweakedaudio.com/40. And if you'd prefer to just donate to the show, you can donate to the show. There's a little Schmitty in the upper left-hand corner of every page of MikeSchmidtComedy.com. Click him, and you can make a one-time donation, which is always appreciated, or you can donate $2 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, or $25 a month, folks. And you'll be keeping the show alive. Not that it's going anywhere, really. Let's be honest. It's not like they're not turning the lights out on me, folks. This is the internet. It's free. I just put the show up there, and if you like it, that's great. I'm glad that you donate and you help us get a lot of cool stuff, and you keep the shows, the live shows and stuff rolling. But I'm not going to lie to you and say that everything's going to shut down if you don't donate. But it's cool that you do, and I appreciate it. Remember that the LA Podfest is coming up in October. That's the 12th, 13th, and 14th. My show is, I still believe, right now scheduled for October 13th at 11 o'clock in the morning. Still waiting to get confirmation from Graham and Chris. And when I say still waiting to get confirmation, it means I'm still waiting to call them to ask them to confirm it. It's not in their lap. It's in mine. But I'm just going to trust the website, and I'm going to be up at 11 o'clock. People have asked me if there's just individual tickets for my show. I don't know how this works. I really don't. If you go to lapodfest.com, I'm sure there's all the information that tells you everything you need to know. But I know that there's room packages available. There's full 3-day packages available. There's tickets that get you into every single show. You can buy a laminate that gets you into every single podcast, every single seminar. I don't know what the tiering system is like, but I don't think there are individual tickets available for individual shows. And I don't know if there will be. People keep asking me, is that going to change? I don't know. You got to ask Graham or Chris or Andy or Dave. They are the people who are running the whole thing. And if I was you, just to be safe, why not just buy a 3-day ticket and go see and love all of the great shows that are going to be there? Aisha Tyler's going to be there. The Sklars, Jimmy Pardo, and Never Not Funny with Matt Belknap. Of course, Mark Maron is going to be there. What are you saying? The Minivan Men are going to be there, of course. They're going to be there. Todd Glass, and, of course, Walking the Room, Comedy Film Nerds, the people, I don't know Andy Wood's podcast. It's called, like, Positively Science or Maybe Science. I don't know what it's called, but it's very popular and everybody loves it. And then there's mine, of course. I'll be there. So if you can come out and check out a bunch of shows. What? Don't mock. I'm being serious. I don't know the name of it. So that's available. Tickets to the LA Podfest, because people keep asking me, when are you going to do a Los Angeles show? That will be a Los Angeles show. People are also saying, are you doing your one man when you're there? I have not decided. All right. I might be doing a portion of the one man. I may be doing something completely different. I might just be doing what you got today. Just talking downhill. Who knows? I haven't decided, but come on out, buy a ticket, 11 o'clock p.m. a.m. Not p.m. Don't go to 11 o'clock p.m. You will not see me. But buy a 3-day ticket and enjoy the whole thing. The festival's supposed to be amazing. Jackie Cation will be there at the Dork Forest. Looking forward to it myself. I'm looking forward to seeing all those shows. Comedy Film Nerds book. If I told you about that, folks, that's available right now. The Comedy Film Nerds book is available at Amazon.com or at ComedyFilmNerds.com. And if you'd like it personally signed by me, and others, of course, you can order it right through ComedyFilmNerds.com and then send a note to them and tell them that you want it personalized by me and everybody else, or just me or everybody. I don't care. But I'm just letting you know that Amazon is the way to buy a book. But if you want a personalized book signed by your favorite authors, go ahead and go through ComedyFilmNerds.com. If you want to hear me talking to other people, get the Paul Goebel Show this week. It's already up for download. It's me, Paul Goebel, Tom Griffin, Jim Bruce, talking about Matthew Perry, talking about Alf, talking about comic books in front of a live audience at the iOS Theater. It's fun. We had a good time. We did it Monday, and it's already up. That's the magic of the internet, folks. You do it one day, it's up the next day. It's crazy. It's like this show. I'm doing this today. It'll be up tomorrow, and you'll hear it. No, you'll be hearing it today. You're hearing the show today, folks. Whenever you hear this, it's today. But know that when I recorded it, it was a different today. Today is my today. Tomorrow is your today. All right? So, go get the Paul Goebel Show. The King of TV is fantastic. Good friend, and I was happy that he included me on his live show, so go ahead and pick that up. See, he does a live show. People ask me when you do a live Los Angeles show. I can't do it. The king of TV, Paul Goebel, is stealing all the venues. He's clogging them all up with his amazingness. His brilliance is being brought to live audiences all over this great city of ours, and I can't possibly rent a room. I call. I try. Hey, can I get the room? Sorry, King of TV that night. So I was just lucky that he included me in one of them, for fuck's sake. And also, you know what? I'll throw this in there. You know, Paul sells videos. I didn't realize it. I mean, I knew this, but I didn't know they still did. They sell these weird little vignette videos. I shouldn't call them weird, but it's stuff that he and Jim, they do comedy videos and they sell them. And I think they're like, you can get 10 of them for $7. It's just some weird pricing system, but good for him. It's working for him. And then they sell, you can buy them and they send them to you. You have these videos. And it seems like, he should put them up so they go viral. But I understand the difference in being able to bring them to the people who love the show. It's like bonus content that they can buy, which is great. I every time I come here, I'd make Lily watch videos from the previous week. Like I didn't make her watch. There was a video this week I didn't make her watch the cat who fell out of the ceiling. That was a great one. A cat fell out of the ceiling at a classroom. They're like teaching, and then the cat he brings down. It's like, you know what? It was just like when Brian Fishback fell through the ceiling when I was a kid in 6th grade. I told that story, and I could not. Oh my god, I can't start talking about it because it's gonna fucking make me laugh like an idiot. But to see him, so this cat comes through and breaks like 4 ceiling tiles. It was just like when Brian came through. It was fucking hysterical. But a listener to the show let me know about, like, this is like 4 days ago, and he's like, you got to see this, and it was a guy in Chat Roulette who dressed up in bikinis and did Call Me Maybe. And he edited together with the length of the song. Like, it's only like a 3-minute and 20-second song. But it's like a bunch of different people who reacted to him because Chat Roulette, if you don't know what Chat Roulette is, okay, it's you go online and you watch people jerk off. That's what it is. It's just this video system where you can actually watch people from all over the world jerk off. That's the goal of Chat Roulette. And I had a whole show dedicated to it once on here. Go by year 3, I think it is. Because I got caught in a loop where I was going to those periodically, and I would never turn my camera on. I would never turn the sound on. But I was a voyeur. I would just go through and flip through and see people, and you're like, cock. Hold on, that's tits. It's got to be fake. Cock. Awful. So I talked about it on the show here, and then I saw this guy do this video. I've stopped. I haven't gone in like a year. And this guy puts out this video, and he's trolling people on Chat Roulette, and then they're all singing, and it was really fun. And I was like, fuck. So I put that up on my Facebook page. And then Karen came home from work, and I go, you've got to see this video. And she's like, what is it? I go, just sit down. So she sits down at the computer, and I go, watch this. And I hit play. And I said, I go, let me explain this. I go, hold on, pause it. Because she watched like 5 seconds. And she goes, what is it? I said, all right, I got to explain to you. There's this place called Chat Roulette. And on Chat Roulette, you can chat with people from all over the world. I said, you can record them as well. You record their reactions. I said, there's this whole sub thing where people will put up fake videos to try to trick people into doing stuff. And then they will tape it and they will put it on the internet. She goes, oh, well, I don't. So I go, well, this guy was taping people, and you can hear. That's why they can mouth the lyrics of the song Call Me Maybe, because they can hear it playing in his house. And then eventually he taped enough people to where he was able to edit together a 3-minute thing the length of the song. And by the way, when you watch this video, it's the Chat Roulette Call Me Maybe. I don't know if you Google it or however you find it. But the best part is, realize that to make that 3-minute and 15-second video, he probably did 4 days worth of Chat Roulette in that bikini, in all those bikinis. And there were people who probably flipped them off and told them, fuck you, and called them names. And he edited all those out, and he just kept the people who enjoyed it. So it's like, it made it much more pleasant. Because he should put out like the evil version, where all the people were cocks to him. I mean, he should just do that. But I made Karen, I go, so watch this. And it starts playing, and she's laughing, and she enjoyed it. She's like, that's amazing. And she goes, what is that site? And I said, it's a site where you can chat with people. And I go, honestly, it's literally a place where people just jerk off. And she goes, what do you mean? And I go, all right, well, here, I go to it. Go to Chat Roulette.
You didn't send her there.
Well, you know what's funny? I felt that I had to because I'm trying to explain it to her. And she's like, well, what is it? What is it?
Karen is so sweet.
So she goes to Chat Roulette, and it's completely different. The interface is completely different from what I remember, because, again, I haven't been there in a year. And I remember when I talked about it, like within like 3 months, there was all this discussion of how they had cleaned it up. That was the whole deal. So I told her, I go, you know what? I go, she goes, they can see me? And I go, no, they can't see you. Down here is the square where you are. See how it's black? And it says activate webcam, activate sound. You can do that if you want, but don't ever do it. Because my wife, she thinks that kind of stuff is interesting. She's fascinated by internet stuff. And so, but I just wanted to show her the video, but now I had to show her what Chat Roulette was. So then she goes, well, how do you know about this? I said, well, I used to go on this. And she's like, did you talk to people? And I go, no, I never fucking turned the webcam on. I don't want anybody to know I'm on here. That's the whole point. You just flip through and you look at people. And I go, the worst thing is it's always people jerking off. And she goes, well, then why did you come here? I said, well, it wasn't always people jerking off. You flip through and you see people. And I go, it's like a spy thing. It's like you're spying on them. And she's like, and then that's, again, she understands when I say that, what I mean by that, because I'm fascinated by spying and voyeur stuff. So she's like, oh, okay. And so then, sure enough, she starts flipping, and it took 3 guys before she saw a guy jerking off in Turkey. And she's like, oh, my God, Michael. And I said, yeah, see? I go, this is what happens. But honestly, they have cleaned it up, because we sat there for half an hour, and she flipped through all these different people, and there'd be guys who were, you'd see them down to their naked waist, and you could see that they were jerking off, waiting for, but they want to see you. I told Karen, I go, if you turn the webcam on and they could see your face, they would immediately start jerking off for you. I go, they just want a girl. So she goes, well, how do you talk to them? And I go, she goes, do you have to say something? And I go, well, no, you don't activate your camera or the sound ever. Do not turn it on. And then when she flipped to a guy, he started typing to her. She goes, oh my God, what? And she goes, he sent me a note. And I'm like, yeah. I go, you can talk to him if you want. And he was a guy who was naked and he was jerking off, but we couldn't see anything yet. And he was like, man or woman. And I go, he just wants a girl. I go, if he knows you're a girl, he's going to jerk off and he's going to ask you a bunch of questions. And so she types man and hits send. And she goes, ha, 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 ha. I go, what are you doing? You got to tell him you're a girl and then he's going to jerk off. She goes, I don't want him to jerk off. I go, but I thought that was the whole point, was you're trying to trick him into doing that. She goes, no, I don't care. I'm only here because you told me to go here. I go, I only sent you here because you wanted to know what it was. So now we're both sitting there waiting for guys to jerk off in Turkey. And I'm realizing, my wife and I, this is what we do now. This is who we are. We don't have kids. So we sit in front of the internet and we watch guys in Turkey jerk off. That's what my wife and I do. That's what we're going to do, fading into our old age. The two of us are just going to be with our dark webcam staring at guys in the Arab Spring jerking off. Jesus Christ. So she's like, well, I don't want to go here. But the thing is, I know she will. So I told her, I could not stress it enough. I go, look, do not make me pin this to the cork board. Never turn your webcam on. I go, they will tape you. I go, there's sites dedicated to trolling people on here with fake videos just so they can get you to talk or do something. I go, there are people who've shown their tits or shown their dick, and then they're on the internet forever. Never turn the webcam on. She goes, I wouldn't do that. But what if I turn the sound on? Don't turn the sound on. Then they can hear you talking. Well, how do you turn the webcam on? I don't want to do it, but it's like, I just push this button. Stop. Don't put the webcam on, ever. So if you go on chat roulette and you happen to fly by and you just see some girl who's just like wide-eyed and all innocent, don't jerk off for her. You'll ruin her innocence. You'll crush it. She'll come to me and go, what happened? It'll be horrible. I'll have to deal with it. Don't do it. I know that she's going to, because I know she's going to go back. I know she is. Because I have a tone. Because you know why? Because I talk quickly and I don't fucking think. That's why. I think that's what it means when you have a tone. Is you don't fucking bother to care what comes flying out of your goddamn mouth. I try to grow the show and I want people to get on board and they're like, I listen to it and you talk too fast. Really, I talk too fast. How the hell else am I supposed to cram all of this into a small 3-hour window? Dude, there's no script. I just go with this shit on the fly. It makes me laugh. If it doesn't make you laugh, turn the fucking station. And by turn the station, I mean turn the wheel of your car right into a guardrail. Jesus fuck. Hey, where you going, boy, 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 boy?